And we are on air.
Hi guys, my name is Brianna and yesterday was my 20th birthday, so today I'm going to be telling you 20 things I learned in 20 years. So let's get right into the video. Okay, so every year since I started YouTube on my birthday, I do blank things I learned in blank years. Usually I post it on my birthday. This year I'm a day late. Sorry, but we're doing it nonetheless. And like always, I just want to credit Alexis G. Zoll because I got this idea from her because she always does blank tips I learned in blank years. So let's get started. Okay, number 1 is don't judge someone based on their beliefs before you get to know them because they could end up being a really great friend. Now, for me personally, I learned this because I made some really great friends this year that I could have been friends with way sooner, but got pushed off because our beliefs were so different that I didn't even give them a chance. And once I gave them the chance, I got to see what a great person they were despite our differences, and we're able to become really good friends. So don't let someone's difference in beliefs stop you from getting to know them. Number 2, sexuality is so confusing, and you may come to a general consensus of what you think you are, but you also may question forever. So it matters less what your sexuality is and more so the actual connections that you make. And within that, it also is that you may come to a general consensus of what your sexuality is, but if you start to question it, you don't have to panic and question your whole identity. You're allowed to go through phases of feeling more attracted to different kinds of people because sexuality is fluid. Things can change, and that's okay. And only use labels if you feel comfortable using labels. Okay, number 3 is that just because you need to do something to be better doesn't mean that that thing is going to make you happy. But getting better in any way, shape, or form is valuable even if your situation isn't fixed. So it's really important to be grateful for those small little wins, even if you're not fully there yet and fully happy yet, because at least you're improving, you're progressing, and you're doing better. Okay, number 4. The people currently in your life have a huge chance of leaving, regardless of how secure you feel in those relationships. But that doesn't have to be a bad thing. Cherish people while you have them, and also use it as an opportunity to see what else life has to offer when people leave. You know, this past year for me has been a really intense one in terms of the people in my life. It has changed so much. From the start of this year, I had set amounts of friends, and those people, every single one of them, not exactly in my life anymore. And then more people came in and left and came in and left, and now I feel steady and secure with who's in my life again. But it's important to keep in mind that it doesn't always have to be this horrific thing when people leave. It's just another open door, and as long as you cherish the moments you do get with people, everything's okay. Number 5 is that if you have anxiety, it can be really hard to tell the difference between red flags and overthinking. So if you overthink, you might think it's red flags and self-destruct a situation or a relationship that's good for you. But the flip side of it is that there could be red flags and you just brush it off as overthinking and you stay in a bad toxic relationship or situation. So the important thing is to listen to the people that you trust and care about, because they might be able to see your situation more clearly than you can. So if you trust someone, listen to what they have to say about your other situations and relationships, because they might notice red flags you don't, or they might be able to ease that overthinking that you have. So really lean on the people you love and care about, because they're going to be there for you. Okay, number 6 is never regret putting effort and love and care into someone, even if it doesn't end up working out, because it may often feel like all that effort was wasted, but it's not. It shows that you're such a loving and caring person, and that's such a valuable thing. Never ever feel regret or feel silly for putting effort into someone just because it ended up being different than how you pictured it. Your effort is valuable, and it shows what a good person you are and what a big heart you have when you put effort into people, and you should never regret that. Number 7 is that if you have an instinct as to what you need, don't let yourself be swayed to go against that. Because for me, at the start of the year, I thought I knew exactly what I needed, and then I let other people push my feelings this way or that way to convince me that I was ready for other things or I had other situations that would be better for me, when in the end of the day, I knew what I needed and I should have stuck to that. So if you know what you need, stick to your guns because you do know what's best for you at the end of the day. Number 8 is that sometimes people unexpectedly leave you out of nowhere and will try to blame you and make you feel like a bad person and make you feel guilty. But the truth of the matter is, you just have to remember who you are and remember what you put into that relationship and not let them guilt trip you over something that is coming out of the blue of them just unexpectedly leaving you and hurting you. It's not your fault in most cases. So just remember who you are. Number 9 is that sometimes the plans you make to improve yourself don't work out, but that doesn't mean you should give up. It just means that it's time for a new plan. Things change, life changes, and if you're trying to improve yourself, there's not just one way to do it. So if your first plan fails, do not give up. There's always more. Okay, number 10 is that doing something you never expected yourself to do can lead to really great experiences and new memories. And you could just have amazing results that you never expected. So basically, just don't be scared to go against what your normal is because you might find something beautiful. Number 11 is that your beliefs and views on something can drastically change. And that doesn't mean you were wrong before or that you're wrong now. If your beliefs or opinions are changing that drastically, it just means that you need to take a step back, try to view both sides of it that you once believed, and try and find that middle ground that you truly believe without the influence of life pushing you to extremes. Number 12 is that sometimes taking a step back from the things you love and enjoy can be a good thing. It can take away the stress and make you enjoy them more in a healthier way. For me, this has been YouTube. I had a lot of the time this year that I was not posting basically at all. Very minimal posts, not really paying that much attention, no upload schedule, nothing like that. And I love YouTube, and do I want to be making more videos? Yes. Am I trying to make more videos now? Yes. But before, I was posting so much, so consistently, all the time, that it was impacting other areas of my life, stressing me out, so even though I loved doing it, it became a hassle. Taking a break from it and being able to come back without a set schedule, without anything, just being able to make the videos I want, when I want to, at my own flow, it's made me appreciate it so much more, and I'm so much more excited to get back into making some more videos. Number 13 is that anything you want to change about yourself to make yourself a better person is possible. You just have to start with the little things and work your way up until you're the person you want to be. This has been really difficult for me this past year. I'm trying to figure out who I am and who I want to be and what I want to change about myself. And when you have these big things about yourself that you want to change, it's really hard to feel like you're actually changing. But if you focus on all the little things and keep track of all the little things and little ways you're putting more effort in, you'll feel more successful and slowly be able to make it and become the person you want to be. Number 14 is that sharing less of your life online doesn't mean that you don't still want to share with the community you've created. It's just about finding that balance between privacy and oversharing. For me, this has been a big thing as well this past year. I've done a lot of things different this past year and I'm learning so much from it. But in particular, I stopped sharing so much of my life online. Over the past year, I have had relationship stuff going on that you guys didn't know about, friendship stuff going on that you guys didn't know about. Basically, my whole entire life has changed, and I do want to update you guys a little bit, but I'm not going to do that in this video. So let you know what's going on in my life. But I've also learned that it's really refreshing to not have to worry about if I tell everyone on YouTube about this and then it goes wrong and then I'm going to feel bad and have to explain it and blah 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 blah. It feels a lot better to not have to worry about how me telling everyone who possibly could watch my video about my life and then having to deal with the consequences of that. It feels much more relaxing and easy breezy to just post the videos I want to post, and if certain people are in them, great. but I don't have to specify anything about anything to anyone. So I could have been seeing someone that was in a video that I posted and I just never told you guys, and then we break up and I don't have to worry about dealing with all of that drama publicly. We break up, we move on, they were in a video, so what? But that also doesn't mean I want everything to be a secret. Like right now, I have a boyfriend, he's been in videos, I've said he's my boyfriend in the videos, I believe, if not, now you know, and that feels okay too. It's just about figuring out the exact balance of what feels right for me at what times to share and not share. But as of right now, I think I'm feeling a little bit ready to start sharing with you guys, so hopefully a video about my life will be coming up pretty soon. Okay, number 15 is that living on my own is one of the best decisions I have made, but it is really, really difficult. I think for me, it was the best decision I could have made, but experiencing it and knowing how hard it is, if you're in a situation where you're getting through and you're thriving and you're able to focus on what you need to focus on, don't rush to move out. Stay young as long as you can, unless you're in a situation where that's genuinely what's best for you. Don't just force moving out because you see so many people moving out so young nowadays. Don't worry about what other people are doing and make sure it's what's best for you. Number 16 is that trying new ways of life is really, really scary, but if you don't try it, you could be missing out on something that could make you the happiest you've ever been. So don't be afraid to try new lifestyles, try new things, see what other people do and how they live their lives, and try to experience it yourself to find out what can truly make you the happiest. Number 17 is don't struggle and go through hard times for the benefit of others. If something isn't working for you, you need to speak up, because it is not your job to care for everyone else's feelings and situations and try to make everything the easiest you can for them if it's affecting you. Should you be caring and thoughtful and worry about other people? Yes. But the second something is negatively affecting you, you need to put that to the side and focus on yourself and speak up about something. It's really important to put yourself first in certain situations, and sometimes we forget to do that because we're so caught up in being the better person. Number 18 is don't hold yourself back from living, but also don't forget to check in on yourself as you go. You want to reflect on your actions and the way you're looking at things as you're going through it, because if you wait to look at yourself and reflect on yourself, you're not going to be happy. You're going to be upset with what you see and want to change it, and it's going to be harder at that point rather than as you were going through. So you can make little changes as things go. So everything you do in life, do it, live life to the fullest, don't hold yourself back. But just make sure as you go, you're reflecting every now and then, are these really the decisions that I'm going to be happy to be making? Number 19 is that having feelings is never a bad thing. So if someone tries to make you feel guilty for feeling a certain way, that's on them, and they shouldn't be making you feel guilty because you are allowed to feel your feelings. It's your actions where there's a more gray area of how you react because of your feelings, whether it's okay or not. But your feelings themselves, there's never anything wrong with that, and you are completely valid in however you feel. And number 20 kind of goes along with the last one. Just because your feelings come from a miscommunication doesn't make them any less valid. So if you're in a conversation with someone and there's a miscommunication, so you're upset with the other person, but they actually didn't do anything wrong, should you hold that over their head? No, absolutely not, because they didn't do anything wrong. It's just a miscommunication. However, once you find out about the miscommunication, you don't have to feel better right away just like that. You are allowed to still feel upset and still process those feelings and be valid in those feelings. Just because a situation is resolved doesn't mean that you're going to feel better right away, and that's okay. Take the time to process your feelings and work through them. Alright, so that's pretty much all I have for this video. I've learned so many things, and I'm still learning so many things, and some of the things I've learned I'm still working on, but life is a work in progress, so we're all just getting there. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah.